Okay, so this is kind of a special video. This is DisturbingPuppet back again with some more Stasis. Because my recording software screwed up when I was recording the last session of Stasis, the audio worked fine, but the video did not record at all. I'm now recording a special YouTube-only video just to kind of catch things up from the previous save. Luckily, I had kind of saved it where I was, so I'll just continue from there. I may go a little bit quickly through things, maybe skip some of the contextual text, hoping everything will work fine. Just kind of checking on my recording software and everything to make sure it works. So in this case, I'm just recording and not streaming, so hopefully everything will be fine. I'll check a couple times just to make sure everything's working, so maybe some pauses here and there. Mostly, I didn't get a huge amount done. Got a little bit of progress made on the last stream and reading a lot of texts. There's a lot of PDA stuff that we found that had information and context for the game. So we'll kind of go through that again. So we'll continue from here, and hopefully everything will work fine. But this will be my first YouTube-only video. So it won't be originally a stream, just kind of me going for it. So let's jump back into the game and hope everything works fine. Okay, so this is where I had left off previously. We crossed this genetic vat of horrible, lovely gooness. This is the bloody handprints left by someone who tried to escape. This is kind of a horror sci-fi point-and-click adventure game. I am playing with headphones on, so again, I have no idea how loud I'm talking. So it could be too loud, it could be really weird, that kind of stuff. Hopefully it's fine. I do have the game audio turned up a little bit from previous sessions, so hopefully that'll work. Off we go.
So yeah, can you hear me? I'm working on getting out of here. I can see a light far above me. I think it's a way out.
Okay. Where am I? I don't even see where I'm at. I had the same problem last time, yeah. So down here. Even having played through this before, I'm like, where the heck am I? It is kind of dark and there's no way to adjust the gamma or brightness or that kind of thing in the game, so I have to hope for the best, I guess, as we go through. So here we've got a couple different VAT computer terminals, 13, 12, and 11. So all these, a metal stamp on the terminal indicates that it controls VAT 12. In front of it sits a throne-like operator's chair. So all kind of the same, except for this one. Metal stamp on the terminal indicates it controls VAT 13. A plastic tiki doll stands at the back of the keyboard, its skirts swaying back and forth in a silent luau. I've also got a crossbeam here, which I missed for quite a while when I played through before. Broken computer terminals, smashed and splashed with speckles of blood. This one, cracks radiate from several damaged sections of the display panel. No power runs through the terminal. It's busted. We've got the mobile construction lift out here. Seems designed to move workers above the vats, possibly for maintenance or construction work. So take a look at the different computer terminals here. VAT Kappa 583, growth agent enriched with additional amino acids, 300% concentration, enhanced human clones intended for immediate research. Report 583A. Specimens began to move above the vat immediately during the embryonic phase. Began to move about the vat. That makes more sense. Move above the vat would be kind of creepy. 583B. All subjects developing at nearly 500% acceleration. Effective growth agent concentration on subjects' development ruled parabolic rather than linear. 583C. Multiple subjects have combined to form a larger mass of anthropoid limbs and organs. It surfaced and was then ruled deceased. It appeared to be composed of approximately 12 human-like bodies, all roughly infant-sized. The batch has been active for 96 hours. Development of other subjects remains regular. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. So a giant baby spider. Or human baby spider. Same thing, just say it faster. Baby spider. At 12. VAT Epsilon 449, standard growth enhancement agent, 150% concentration, plus additional growth hormones obtained from Project Seed. Incomplete human clones intended for harvest of pulmonary and coronary tissues. Report 449A. Products developing at 800% acceleration from the selected control group. However, several anomalies have occurred. Anomaly example, a tissue mass is developed into a tail of sorts. It circles the vat using the aforementioned tail to propel itself. 449B. Mass with tail appendage has been assigned a name, Samantha. Despite the previous belief that the circling behavior was a product of instinct, it is now clear that it has been surveying the vat's electronic safety net and searching for vulnerabilities. Samantha has been extracted and moved to security for temporary storage. She thrashed violently upon removal, damaging equipment and other specimens. And Vat 11 computer. I said the creepy writing off here. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was black as coal. When Mary went to bed one night, it ate her fucking soul. Yeah, so the workers were, happy people and not stressed at all or anything. Vat Theta 152, standard growth enhancement agents, complete human clones intended for immediate testing. Report 152A, subject appears to develop bone and tendon structure prior to vital organs, but following nervous system development. 152B, growth of muscle has begun to progress. One specimen ceased to grow and was confirmed dead. Upon autopsy, 3 extra vertebrae were discovered, as well as 2 ribs. However, only a few teeth were found deep within the mandible. 152C, growth of all specimens has accelerated. Any given clone measures just under 7 feet and possesses the auxiliary ribs and vertebrae observed in the failed subject. 152D, all vital organs are present and appear to be performing normally. Despite the abnormal rim and spinal developments, the clones seem to be perfectly functional and fully matured. One, however, was rendered blind as a result of improper sphenoid development. I've got the sunken generator out here. Yeah, so nothing too crazy going on. Yeah. Let's see. So I've got a crowbar grappling hook that we'll use on the crossbeam here.
Got it.
And again, where am I? Am I on the ladder? I think I'm on the ladder here. Yeah, in the dark here where I can't see. So I check my recording software. Okay, everything looks fine. Keep climbing on up. Just kind of checking for anything I can get any information on. I don't think there was anything from what I recall.
John, can you hear me?
Tia, it's soft, but I can hear you.
Okay, so there's a trapdoor maintenance hatch for engineer access. It's set in the platform. We've got the boarded up tram. Boarded up entrance indicates trams have been out of service for some time. Doesn't do anything. What do I have? I've got my high-speed neural drill and a hypodermic full of my own blood. Because that's a normal thing to carry around with you. Tram line in shadow. Tram grips the tracks greedily with their many legs.
There's some sort of interference with the structure.
I'm in a tram station.
Yeah, I thought I saw something there when I played on the stream. There was definitely something there. Something walked away from me, and then there was kind of creepy laughing. Keep your creepy laughers. Yep, and something moved there too. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd seen something there before or not. It's kind of a dark game, so it's hard to tell sometimes with that. They're kind of making little jump scares, but it's hard to notice occasionally. I don't think there was anything here to check out. We're just Walking down the creepy corridors.
The tower. I am pressurizing the raw materials containment tank.
Tia, come in.
John, thank goodness, I can hear you. You just disappeared. No radio, no PDT.
Who the hell was that?
Dr. Gerardus Milan, head of special projects.
He knew you.
It's a big ship. And, I'm in a different division to him entirely. Only met him once. A real arsehole.
I just want to get my family out of this goddamn place.
That's the plan.
Yeah, and this kind of reminded me of the Fallout vault here, door. Don't think there's anything. Don't remember there being anything.
You mentioned earlier that you lost my PDT. What's that?
Personal data tag. Every person on board has one.
Like animals.
The tags monitor everything. Security access, food intake, location tracking.
Everyone has a tag. We could use it to find my family.
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that, John.
Like hell it doesn't. If I'm tagged, then so are they. Instead,
I can only access your tag because the Dotmix scanners registered you. I've scanned for your family and I can't pick them up.
are they on the ship? Have they been rescued?
It only means that PDTs haven't been activated. But I still have an idea that might just work.
Here.
In the crew quarters, you should be close to an infirmary with a DNA sequencer. If you could get your blood into the sequencer, I can scan the ship for familial DNA, and then we can find your daughter. Then...
We can use her DNA to find Ellen.
Exactly.
Notice, reserve power facilities are online. Backup systems are now enabled and functioning at benchmark levels.
The outside temperature is minus 200 Celsius.
Okay, we've got security office and crew commons. Doorway to the security office, and gloomy doorway to the crew room. So we've got monitors, broadcast only one channel, an endless storm of static. Go into security here first. Security door, strong middle door, motion detector. A motion detection device has been installed above the door. Dead security guard. A crumpled body rests against the slanted bulkhead in a leisurely repose. The uniform indicates it as a security officer. We've got security cameras. The bank of monitors was designed to display the view from various security cameras around the facility. Dead security guard. Security guard seems to have died while sitting in the cushioned recliner. It tilts back at an angle that will hold the body for a long, long time. Yeah, and I'm
I cut his wrists.
not sure at this point how long it's been since everything kind of went to hell. Most of the accounts have got September through January 3rd. A lot of the stuff seems to be around this time frame that we find through here, but we don't know what year it is, what year this was. It doesn't seem like it's a huge amount of time since things went horribly wrong. But yeah, it's definitely not a happy place. So this was September 23rd. The whole shift change thing is kind of strange. Putting Ronald in security when he's obviously not equipped strikes me as irresponsible. Oh well, I'm sure I can compensate. It should have the dates here, but it doesn't. The notice went out telling us to follow the new security guidelines this evening. I wonder what happened. It's only a few extra doors to lock. As far as I'm concerned, easy enough. Food supplies are stalled and people are getting nervous. Someone's been distilling alcohol despite the fact that express authorization is required to even possess it. Ivan was describing the concept of moonshine to Ronald, and the guy asked how moonshine could exist if we're in a spaceship so far away from the moon. I swear to God, if aliens board the ship and pick us off one by one or something, I want to see Ronald go first. I really want to do something about this alcohol situation. It's my duty to ensure that the Groom Lake's crew is secure and that important research isn't interfered with. At least I'd like to believe so. These clowns don't share the sentiment. The ass end of the ship just started exploding and jolting everything that wasn't bolted down. There's a goddamn pen stuck on the wall next to me. I can only imagine all the people injured right now, but can't leave on account of the lockdown. Lockdown or not, Station B is fucked, so getting to medical isn't happening. Someone suggested that we could use the specimen transport track, but that's shady as all hell. There's no leaving the security center now. Staring at Ronald's lifeless body is fucking superior alternative to being ripped apart by whatever's outside. I hear screams. They're distant and muffled. Silence. 24 hours of silence. Not a scream, not a footstep. Still not a word from Ivan. The guy looked away from the atmosphere control room just before Ronald pulled the plug. I got bored and read Ronald's file. He had a lot of stuff running really deep. Maybe he wasn't ignorant after all. That's it for the water. Ivan refused to drink anything but moonshine. I tried my best to get him to have water. Stubborn bastard wouldn't hear it. He hasn't moved in a while. And that's it for Paul. So here, the portals into life control. Viewing portal, look in upon the disturbingly grimy life support control room. It's all the same. This is Ivan Serrato, Ivan, the one he was talking about. So this one we've got September through January 7th, actually later than the other guys. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. So September 23rd. This new guy, Anderson, is really something. 5 minutes in the door and he's already asking what all the computers do. I like it. He's inquisitive, just like my boy back home. I'm glad he got put here in the shift change, but I'm disappointed that neither of these two are ladies. I could use some female company. Okay, maybe Anderson is a little more confused than inquisitive, but his heart is in the right place. I can respect that. But Sarge? How in the hell did the boy get Sarge from Serrato? Paul is just plain obnoxious. Not sure what that means. Sarge? Food's not coming for a while. Fortunately, somebody's been making moonshine. It's not the white oak whiskey from back home, but you don't come across much liquor in space. Looks like I'll be moderating the supply, so to speak. Hodgson just tried to assault someone. Prick. Rations are in. Good things, too. The liquor wasn't keeping the crew at bay like it used to. The entire ship smells like shit. It's always been bad, but it gets worse every day. It's even a different type of shit every once in a while. Beyond me. Groom Lake is on lockdown. Tremors, power outages, and several injured. Some guys left 3 days ago to repair a tram station. Haven't heard from them since. I can only fear the worst, and I don't want to wait to figure out what's been going on around here. Paul and I have agreed on a solution, but Anderson isn't grasping it. I don't expect him to. I knew Anderson would have trouble coping. I knew he wouldn't understand. At least he went easier than we will. He saw so much in his short life, there just wasn't room for more. He'll never have a funeral. Nobody back home is going to think of him and wonder what happened. I think Paul and I are the only people on the ship who knew him by name. Maybe that Samantha girl he was talking about still remembers him. Her dog could be named after him, or maybe he picked her a flower and she tucked it into a book. I never did read much, but right now I'd love to be holding a book. Poe would work. He's the only author I know by name. I haven't talked to Paul. He thinks I'm drinking, but I'm too preoccupied with Anderson for that. I figure I'm writing this for a reason. What if nobody ever reads it? What if the ship just drifts to the edge of the universe, dead and empty? If you exist, if you somehow stumble upon this, remember Anderson for me. He reminds me so much of how my son used to be. If you don't do it, nobody will. I don't beg, I never beg, but if you're a decent human, you'll know what you have to. Remember Anderson. Barely awake. Typing is an effort. Moonshine is not water. Hodgson had last word. Take a look at the cameras. I said, let's take a look at the cameras. And this is some stuff that's up ahead. See in a bit. Security terminal. Crew quarters, security logs, atmosphere control access. So So security logs. November 2nd. Alcohol is being manufactured and distributed aboard the Groom Lake. Security has opted to take an approach of non-intervention, as its effect on morale will likely prevent theft and potential riots associated with limited rations. However, security will regularly confiscate quantities of alcohol to moderate the supply. November 22nd. Rations have arrived and been distributed. Very few reported incidents of or evidential cases of theft. And how I added that. Very few reported or evidential cases of theft. This can likely be attributed to the morale increase speculated as a result of the distribution of alcohol. December 6th. Specimen Samantha received for transport to Laboratory 18. The specimen from the clothing vats is contained in an iron lung. Transport needs to be arranged quickly. Specimen is scraping against the insides of the containment unit. That was December 6th, right? Yeah. December 19th. Tremors have struck the Groom Lake. Power outages and severe injuries have been recorded. Lockdown is in effect. December 25th. 4 crew members have been reported missing while attempting to restore a tram station in working order. To prevent further loss or injury, the corridor has been sealed and flooded with highly corrosive gas. So atmospheric control access. You can activate the motion detector, which does nothing.
I'll need to figure something out here.
So I kept thinking before about the tiki doll that was further down, but I can't go back at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment of silence to remember Henry Kane. We ask that you join us in recognizing his greatness.
Okay, that's a normal sound here. Crew Commons.
Once we know where Becca is, how can I get to her?
There is another tram through the crew quarters. Once we know where you're going, we'll move forward from there.
More trams.
God forgive us.
You can see God Forgive Us written over it. It says Mountain Images. It's a smile carved on the ground, smeared on the ground, painted on the ground. Got a frosted glass door. This especially large frosted glass door is coated with the dirt of neglect. Got a dead body. Body lies slumped against the entrance bulkhead with its head hanging forward. It's almost possible to imagine him having a nap during a long shift. I would think that would have done horrible things to the body, but whatever.
I wish I could do something. Something more.
Help me, written in blood. This is Dr. Rick Graham. It's from September 27th through December 29th. September 27th. I'm getting sick of this bumps and scrapes bullshit. I didn't get this degree just so I could stitch idiots up when they accidentally stab themselves with a pen. I want to do fun experiments. Is that too much to ask? It's not like I want to be a mad scientist and sew new arms onto people or anything, although human spiders would be cool. Yeah, he sounds like he's in the right place. December 7th. It's a miracle. So security somehow ended up passing a container from one of the cloning vats onto me. It's labeled Samantha. They understand it's to be transferred to Lab 18, right? Oh well, no reason I can't observe it for a while, right? I'll have my loyal assistant Miriam make up some good excuses for me. December 8th. The creature is marvelous. The notes included don't say much, but I'm pretty sure that she didn't have a fully formed spine when they packaged this girl up. It describes her as just being just a tail. There are some other bones as well, but I didn't major in monster anatomy. I wish I had, though. You can't make this shit up. December 10th. The fucker grew eyes. I mean it. She did not have these the last time I checked. They're rudimentary, sure, but they just grew. They follow me around. At this point, I'm going to take credit for Samantha entirely. I mean, they can't prove that there was anything more than just some stem cells in that container the last they saw it, right? From now on, Samantha is mine. I can't wait to see what she turns into. Lab 18 is definitely getting suspicious and impatient. I'm running out of excuses for why I haven't transferred Samantha yet. I need Miriam to stall a bit longer. I read her PDA, so I know she wants to turn me in. She wants my job. Fortunately, I have video of her screwing the guys from the lab. All of them. So there's my job security. December 19th. This just got serious. The tremors knocked me over the counter and I twisted a muscle in my knee. It's going to be a long lockdown spent bandaging people up without any access to the full medical wing. December 21st. Samantha isn't mine anymore. Some other pool fool can take responsibility for this one. December 29th. I heard shrill screams coming from the entertainment area. The first and last time I performed surgery, the patient woke up and started screaming her head off. Something about seeing your own exposed ribs really bothers people. Anyway, these screams were like that, only more intense. They're the screams of the dying. I've locked the emergency bulkhead. No sign of Miriam. So here we've got a DNA scanner. This device appears to analyze the DNA of samples placed on its receiving tray. Frosted glass window. Congealed blood runs down the frosted glass wall. Iron lung. The cylindrical hyperbolic chamber is welded shut, creating a metal tomb for anyone inside. A viewing portal. Cylindrical hyperbaric chamber is welded shut, creating a metal tomb for anyone inside. Same thing. Got a PDA in here. Should take a look at first. So this is Miriam Goldberg, so December 7th to 28th. Dr. Graham is up to no good. The weird pod accidentally arrived at our medical bay. It holds the most terrifying creature I've ever seen in my entire life, and he says it's beautiful. He wants me to find excuses for why it isn't being transferred to Lab 18. Good thing the guys there like me. I'll help him keep it a secret for now, although I might get his job if I could get him kicked off the Groom Lake. I'll keep an eye on what he's up to. Interesting. This thing is growing all sorts of body parts at ungodly rates. The notes say it was just a tail and some flesh at some point, but I don't even see the tail anymore. What kind of fucked up experiments are we doing? Fuck, I'm locked out of the medical bay. Dr. Graham has locked himself in there with that thing. We need to help these injured people. Insufferable prick. They want to use the specimen transport track to get the injured crew members to the medical wing. Even if the ship wasn't falling apart, that's a terrible idea. It's funny to see everyone frantically typing away in their PDAs. Who's going to read it? It serves for whatever planet gravitational pull this lifeless Groom Lake gets sucked into. Doesn't care about your damn feelings. Let's take a look. I said a second.
I'm not sure.
I kind of missed that because I was reading the dialogue down here. I wasn't really looking up here. Let's take a look at the frosted glass window. Everything's fine.
I think this is it.
Excellent. You need to get your blood sample onto the receiving tray, and I'll do the rest.
Well, I just happen to have a syringe of my blood ready.
Okay, it's working.
Receiving the genetic info. This is good, John. This is excellent.
Wait. I can hear something.
And I saw something too. Let's go back to the window.
Sure. What the hell was that?
I only picked up a flash in the scanner. A crew member.
I wasn't a crew member. I wasn't even a person. I was an animal.
The upload finished. I'm going to start the scan now.
Tia, what's going on here?
I've heard things, but I don't know any specifics. You have to believe me.
Maybe it's one of those fucking things that ate Yuri.
I grow plants. I don't care for man's pets.
Just let me know when the scan's finished.
Secondary containment is now accessible. Head through to the other tram station.
Yeah, a little mini heart attack there.
Warning. Serotonin levels are abnormal.
Okay, so we've got this door leads to tram station. That's where it was before. Entertainment block. Entertainment block door. Scuffing on the door on the floor in front of this door indicates that it has seen frequent use. Quartet of monitors face you with a blank stare. Got the constant flickering of its lights. Do not add to your confidence in this elevator. I don't really want to use an elevator like this. Got a security panel here for the tram station door. Got some kind of gas coming out here. Door must have a faulty seal. A cloud of acrid gas hangs near the floor, leaking from the room beyond. And here we've got mess hall, barracks, something like that. So door locked due to atmosphere control override. I can override the lock and open the door, which will kill me, so no thanks. I did do that last time, just encountering all of the many deaths in this game. Another happy hallway, with blood all over the place, of course. Two doors, go on the first one first. So we've got torn up floor grating, and we can continue through here. Flaps of industrial grating have been pushed upward from below, rumpled like a discarded memo. The guts of the level below lie exposed. Sleeping cots. Sleeping cot has been wrenched away from the wall, either by the damage done to the floor or the power of the root growths themselves. We've got all these weird organic growths. The profusion of growths have spread through the sleeping block like roots, covering every surface in the same manner as a choking vine. Up here we've got tranquil environments imagery. Artificial scenes of natural environments will soon be covered by the unnatural but very real growths entangling this room. Out here, at the thickest section of tangled growth, bulbous knots form a shape eerily close to that of a human body. As you listen, you can hear the rasp of labored breathing. I didn't even notice at first till I kind of read that before. This kind of looks like a human shape, human shape, human shape. Definitely kind of creepy. And they're still alive and breathing. So this one, a brown and suspicious stain spreads out on the otherwise crisp sheets. Sweat and mildew waft off the unwashed linens. We've got steam from somewhere under the floor grating. Steam wafts constantly upward, though it's more benign than the gas in the room. Got a couple BDAs here I'll check out. This is Isabella Spaulding. We've got laundry day on Monday. The 012358. I still haven't figured out any reason for this, although that could be a 7, I suppose. Some people put the line through, so it's 012358 or 072358. Call somebody regarding something thing. So this is April through December 24th. Another long day in hydroponics. I planted carrots today. This place seriously sucks, but I figure the longer I work for Kane Corp, the sooner they'll be able to replace this defective uterus of mine. May 1st. Harry is protective and not in a cute way. I think it's supposed to be, it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. His attempts to protect my honor, his words, whenever Grant even looks at me, are unnervingly familiar, just like my ex-husband used to do. I'm not ready for another round of that bullshit. May 25th. Half of the ship has been on lockdown for 2 long weeks. Apparently some new scientists boarded today, so maybe they'll be able to resolve the issue, but what do I know? I make vegetables reproduce for a living. June 20th. I have to admit, Harry's whole stalker thing can be great sometimes. He has grown herbs for me so that I can make tea. With all the new security bullshit, I wouldn't dare use company resources personally like that. I've been pretending to like Grant just a little bit. I don't, but it keeps Harry on his toes. September 23rd. Harry opted to stay on the Grim Lake for another round. He was eligible to leave at the shift change, but he chose to stay. Gee, I wonder why he'd do that. He's a grown man, for goodness sake, but he's acting like a lovesick teen. He needs to stop fucking calling me Belle, though. It's Isabella, like the Queen of Spain. October 30th. I keep hearing chatter about a fungal growth spreading all over the Grim Lake. Let's hope it doesn't get there to hydroponics. I'd be devastated if anything happened to my precious celery. November 1st. Spoke way too soon. I came into hydroponics today, find everything coated in this strange fungus. Harry actually had a pretty good idea. What if we fought the fungus with genetically enhanced super mushrooms? November 14th. Nope. Crossbreeding mushrooms did not improve things. Hopefully the emergency rations will get here soon, unless people want to eat the portobellos from hell, that is. This shit is about to get dangerous. December 19th. People have been beaten up. Some are even dead. We've seen a lockdown before, but it wasn't a mass panic like that. Like this. Will it be over soon, or ever? Harry told me to stay in the sleeping block because it could be dangerous outside. You know, I have taken care of myself for 28 years without help from Harry. I think I can handle myself. December 24th. I'm not going to spend the final days of my life playing the helpless female, and I'm not going to cling to Harry, even if he's the last human being I'll ever see. He can't expect anything from me. And we've got the other PDA. This is Shelby Isaacson from March through December 25th. March 19th. I couldn't even be bothered to get out of bed today. Nobody came asking questions though, so that works. March 30th. Sometimes when I first wake up, I wait as long as possible to say my first word of the day. Then that word serves as prediction on how shitty that day is going to be. Naturally, Isabella woke me up by asking if I'd rather fuck Grant or Harry. I thought she was supposed to be some kind of feminist who doesn't need a man. Hypocrite. To answer the question, I'd need to do a bit of research. Harry will suffice for that. May 14th. I guess I'm obligated to write about the ship lockdown since it's all life-threatening or something. I don't know why we even carry these PDAs. Seriously, I will never ever go back to read this shit. August 5th. The Grim Lake got a 300% funding increase, and I have a feeling we're doing some more shady bullshit with it. Welcome aboard the Grim Lake, where as far as the universe is concerned, you don't exist. And as far as the board is concerned, you don't exist. Nothing actually exists. Humanity is going to flip shit when they finally figure that out. October 29th. So, Grant's gay. I knew I'd seen him checking Harry out. Lips are sealed. November 2nd. It's going to be a long, painful death if we don't get those rations soon. I might have to start murdering and eating my blockmates. I'll start with Grant because he's got the most meat on him. Harry is last because I'm in no hurry to put my mouth on that again. November 10th. Hey, someone's making some booze. Humanity has truly reached the apex of engineering. Space moonshine. Brings a smile to my eye and a tear to my heart. Get me some. November 11th. Taste, 0 out of 10. Effectiveness, 10 out of 10. This stuff has to be at least 120 proof. Had to do something totally don't regret to get it, and it was worth it. November 23rd. Liquor supplies running low. Food supplies high. I'm disappointed. Here I was thinking I'd be enjoying moonshine marinated leg of Grant this evening. Disappointing. At least I didn't starve. December 19th. On the one hand, something exciting happened. On the other hand, we're probably going to die or something. I have no regrets. Not even that thing I did to get the moonshine. December 25th. I've been thinking about it over the last couple of days, and I sincerely can't think of anything I regret. Not hooking up with Harry, not pursuing music instead of physics, nothing. It was all part of what made my life mine. Life carries on no matter what, so I guess it's best just to be satisfied with what little I did accomplish. The universe swallows you atom by atom eventually. You know, I'm proud of how far those atoms made it, from when they first got together to form Shelby Isaacson to where they are now. So we're not going down here. It was kind of where I left off, was right before I was going to head down. We've got to check out the other room first. And there's more PDAs.
Mother had a lung that was covered in fat. Father had a tongue that was also that.
Is anyone there?
They didn't care for us. We didn't care for them. And so it happened again and again. Skin like a crocodile and eyes like sin. The RG consumed them from within.
What a happy nursery rhyme. Still kind of echoing. Sleeping cot. You can tell from the uneven placement of the sleeping cots that some force has scattered them from their original position. Scattered cots would offer restful solitude if it weren't for the human innards that lie between them. That's happy. Personal locker. Old blood is flaking off the locker, exposing the remarkably shiny surface below. On closer examination, the blood has congealed to form a paste that is smeared over a once personal locker. These lockers have been lacerated with the deep red blood of the people who were killed here. You've got tranquil environment imagery, breathtaking backgrounds for people who will now never see them again. So we've got a couple bodies here. Another gruesome victim of the indiscriminate slaughter. This one has a strangely wistful look on his face, as if it were imagining an escape into the cheery landscape on the walls. It's blood here, I can't tell for sure. This corpse has been savaged. Its leg is nothing more than tendon-strapped bone.
Poor bastard. Looks like he didn't even manage to get out of his bunk.
So this is Grant. We've got April through December 24th. April 24th. You know what's worse than being a janitor? Being a space janitor. The shit I literally have to put up with is unbelievable. I mean it. My job is to control the recycling of methane expulsion from human waste. Shitty is an understatement. Plus, I can barely understand my coworker. I think he's Polish, but he only speaks Spanish. June 20th. Isabella's been talking to me. I hope she doesn't have any ideas. I'm really not into that. Even if she was a guy, she's just so difficult to deal with. I think she purposefully leaves some shadow of doubt that she might have some feelings for Harry, just so that he'll hang around. The poor guy's obsessed. It's creepy, but it's also the teeniest bit sweet. June 29th. I think Jupiter has finally done growing. She was such a cute little kitten. Now she's big and doesn't cuddle anymore. Harry's allergic. He thinks that I keep Jupiter around just to mess with him. Really, I don't. She gets in the way sometimes, but she's the only living thing that really understands me. I love that little kitten. Big kitten. July 2nd. Isabella smacked Harry straight across the face today. I think he called her a pet name to her face. I would have been flattered. Poor guy. August 11th. Everything is so uneventful around here. Maybe that's a good thing? I've been trying to talk to Isabella to see if she's interested in Harry. I don't think so, but I want to make sure. It would help me sleep a little better. October 8th. Interdepartmental pool to win 64 days leave? What a joke. Kitchen, security, and maintenance aren't even eligible, when they're the ones that keep the ship running. Oh wait, I guess that makes sense. October 29th. This fungus shit is everywhere. It's already in the methane collection plant. Shelby's such a cow. She says she hopes it gives me cancer. But the way I could start over with new organs courtesy of Kane Corp, of course. But the way I could start over doesn't make a lot of sense. I told her that there was only one organ I really wanted, but that Harry was too busy following Isabella. Shelby said, "Oh, it all makes sense now. You go, girl." But I'm not a girl. Could have been worse. I just hope that she can keep a secret. I don't want everyone involved in my business. November 13th. This mushroom plan that hydroponics came up with is not working. If anything, it just made life on the plant just a little bit more grueling. November 19th. People have been complaining to me about weird smells coming from the vents. I swear it's not the plant. I can smell it too. November 22nd. Emergency rations. I snuck some food to Jupiter first. She was acting a little loopy. I noticed just today that Harry has the most adorable way of stuffing his face. He always inspects whatever he's about to eat before he takes a bite, then shoves as much in his mouth as he can. Ah, the simple things. December 18th. Power's out in places around the ship. Hopefully the plant isn't next. That sure wouldn't end well. December 19th. I haven't seen Jupiter since the tremors. I can only make assumptions. Oh god, I hope she's safe. I don't want Harry to get hurt in all this. He's such a little guy. I've been following Isabella around to get closer to Harry and make sure he's okay. I don't know what's going on, but suddenly it doesn't matter whether or not he could ever care about me. December 22nd. These guys who went to work on Station B haven't come back yet. I've been trying to sleep as much as I can now so I can stay on my toes whenever everything goes to hell. I've cried a little as well, partly because of Jupiter, and partly for reasons I don't understand. December 24th. I don't want to burden Harry by telling him about how I feel. I know it'll just confuse and upset him. I'm really hopeful that we'll all make it out of here, but Shelby's pessimism is contagious. I don't know. Will I ever have another chance to open my heart to someone? I'll have to hope so. I just can't tell Harry. So we have the papers here. Countless abandoned photographs of families and loved ones are strewn across the floor. Another dead body.
I'll never get used to this.
I want to know where all the flies came from that are swarming around them. So this is Harry. We've got May through December 26th. May 2nd. Belle says she's fine, but I'm going to keep an eye on her. May 3rd. I had a nightmare that Belle killed herself, so I checked on her just to be sure. I hope I didn't wake her. Grant wouldn't have checked on her. That dick doesn't know how to take care of a lady. Not a lady like Belle. June 17th. I sure hope nobody catches me growing these herbs. Space is so empty and cold, and Belle seems like she needs the comfort. I don't care if I get caught, but if I did get caught, Belle would know that I'd truly do anything for her. July 4th. Belle seems super frustrated today. I stopped asking her what was wrong because she got really mad at me the other day when I did that. I feel like I'm making her angry every time I speak to her. She's upset, and I can't do anything about it. July 5th. She spoke to me today. I'm so glad everything is okay. I lost so much sleep over there last night. If she only knew, she'd feel so special. Yeah, I don't think so. September 4th. Grant keeps bringing his goddamn cat in the sleeping block. I'm allergic and he knows it. I shouldn't eat a shot of epinephrine every time I go to bed. He thinks he's a badass because he managed to sneak a cat on board. Belle probably thinks he's so cool. Why can't she see that he's a total dick? September 23rd. I decided to stay on the Groom Lake so that I can be with Belle. I don't like it here, but I love her. October 24th. Some guy in engineering says there's a fungus on the ship. I wonder if it's poisonous. If it is, I bet I could hijack a lifeboat to fly Belle home. November 1st. The fungi is all over in hydroponics. I have an idea, though. What if we engineer another invasive fungus to take out the alien one? I honestly don't think it'll work. I suggested it as a joke at first, but Belle thought it was a great idea, so now we have to do it. December 19th. Grant's been following Belle and I everywhere. I know she thinks he can keep her safe, but I know he can't. He's so full of himself. December 22nd. I think Grant's cat died during the tremors and the chaos. Good fucking riddance. The guy's been sobbing for almost a day now. Maybe now Belle will understand that he's not fit to protect her. December 26th. I think I'd die for Belle. It's pretty much been established that something's running around and killing people. I'm going to fight it when I see it. It'll only get to Belle over my dead body. She'll die knowing that I gave my life just to tack a couple seconds onto hers. Yeah, so when I did the stream, I kind of wandered around after this and was trying to figure out where to go, what to do. I hadn't noticed that the hole in the ground in the other room you could go through. So I kept messing around with the motion detector, I'm assuming at some point I'm going to have to find something to trigger the motion detector to open the door, well, turn off the gas so that I can then open the door to the other tram. So pretty much where I left off was right here, basically going to try going down the torn up grating. So that's going to be about it. This was just kind of a short video to fill in what I had done as quickly as possible in my previous stream so I can put this up on YouTube. So hopefully that catches everybody up. So at least everyone on YouTube will know everything of what's going on. And there we go. And it looks like everything recorded okay. So hopefully the next stream will be fine too. But thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. So we'll be continuing with Stasis very soon. Thanks.